If you try to fail and you succeed, did you fail? The answer is yes and no. Like, clearly you failed. You failed at whatever it was you were supposed to be doing, but you also succeeded in a secondary task, which is kind of the point. Like, I think that's the thing that, like, when people ask that question, it comes off as like, well, does this question make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. It's like, well, how does this question make sense? Feed it. Oh yeah, I'm on the phone. There's so many of them. What are we going to do? I'm gonna run. I am. The path is too narrow. They can't get through. Then stop laughing and start running. We have to get out of here. But I wasn't talking to you when I said that. I was just trying to do. I don't want to fight. 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 I'll do anything to not fight. And I do mean anything. I'll touch you in that place you like to be touched. Oh shit! You see that door marked pirate? I think a pirate lives in there. I see a door marked private. The only part that got me the most was like, what did you hear? It's like, I heard you ask me, was there a door marked pirate? I'll hold him. You all hurry on to Master Bowser. We'll do it. Thank you, Kamek. No, Dad's airship. Motherfuckers! Come on. Oh. Run thine fade, knave! That's a mildly new sentence. Like, I cannot stress enough. Oh, fuck. I've been waiting for a good fight anyway. Bring it on, freaks! Stay safe, Junior. Run! Freak! Freak! Junior! Ah! Ah! Run! Run! Quickly, run fast. Well, I was able to get through this without having to fight. That was great. So, Kamek and Junior. I saw what happened. They both can take care of themselves. They can both take care of themselves. Not to get too deep into my parenting. Not to get too deep into my parenting philosophy, but you have to let your kid take chances. Let your kid take chances. Your kid got bum rushed by a bunch of fucking chestnuts. Now, take a look at this. The airship's primary cannon. It's still intact. This might sound crazy, but Alright, I'll take full responsibility for that one. I made myself laugh really hard just then. I don't care if no one else thought that was funny. That was improv as shit. That was improv as shit. But we load ourselves into the barrel. We can just shoot ourselves through the ceiling. That'll put us right on the doorstep of Peach's castle. For all the wrong reasons, if I had to guess. Ugh. Holy crap, that tickled the shit out of me. See? How do I never get credit for having great ideas? Well, I think you're amazing, Bowser. I'm very impressed with how you got so many minions to follow you, even though you're just a scary face. Whew. Time for a deep breath. We've got to stop my brother and save Princess Peach. Which is only bizarre because Peach needs to learn how to save her fucking self. Because this silly bitch always finds a way to get caught up in some shit. And like I understand that it's not always her fault. It's not like she's always out there in the world fucking around and she gets, you know, in trouble. But like, how many times do you have to get mugged before you're like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take some motherfucking self-defense courses down at the Y. Like, you gotta do something for yourself. You gotta help you out at some point. That's all I'm getting at here. Peach, do something. Do something. That's all I'm saying. Bitch, do something. Oh, seriously. It's locked because Luigi didn't get the key. Luigi, you got the key? How did Luigi get here? Where is he at? Huh. Why does that sound so familiar to me? Oh my gosh, we don't know any songs. We have so many other keys. Why haven't we found this one? Mario! I will fight anybody who says my Luigi isn't good. Mario? Yahoo! Yeah, that one's terrible. Incredible timing, Luigi. We're so glad to see you, which is something that never gets said. Big news. You know the key I've been looking for is in my pocket the entire time. I couldn't find it. Motherfucker. I've been looking everywhere, but I just can't find it. I'm sorry for letting you down, bro. It's got to be somewhere, doesn't it? Aw, don't worry about it, Luigi. You tried really hard, and that's what counts sometimes. Not this time, but sometimes. I like how, like, I kind of wish they hadn't. Like, I really wish they hadn't, like, panned over to show it. Because, like, you should have been able to see it. You could see it when in the cutscene when he came in. And, like, that's, like, that should have been your only clue. No wonder your cart is so slow. How long has that been stuck in the pipe? Mamma mia. It's been there this whole time? So all this searching I've been doing was for nothing. No, not at all. You've helped us on several occasions by being a dumbass. Well, you had a way of finding other keys that we needed right when we needed them. That was helpful. And now you've brought us the right key at the right time. Way to go, Luigi. Really? Well, it's no big deal. I guess I just got lucky. You heard him. You heard him. It was luck. So let's cut the pity party and bust into the castle. All right. You know, you're kind of snippety for somebody who's just a face. Aren't you going to say, Another thing I wish the game would stop doing. Stop hand-holding! I already saved once out. But if you feel like I feel, like at the end of the women wear your pantyhose and the chorus and the go. I would like to respond, like, remind everybody that he threw up Mom's spaghetti. Not to say that the spaghetti wasn't good or anything, but he threw up the spaghetti. I mean, this is coming from a man whose fans refer to themselves as stans, completely ignoring what the song was about. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. It'll work. You're finally here, Mario. I'm so happy. So happy. Princess, I'm a-coming. Calm down, sir. This is a Wendy's. Oh, follow me. Oh, okay. That's not a wall. That's a hole. Huh. That wall is almost totally a goner. Did it peel off when we got rid of the streamer? Does the shape of this hole in the castle... Does the shape of this hole in the castle look familiar to you? Wasn't Luigi stuck in a chunk of wall? Ah, he was. Between dimension, between dimension type space that looked just like this. Look at this really dope Toad photo. Look at that. Toad just up here. Toading it up. I mean, it's not that it's necessary to find all of the benches, but each one has like its own like line of dialogue. It's like mildly interesting to say the very least. Won't open, huh? I bet they didn't even put anything on the other side. Bah! Patch in the rest of the castle, you cowards. Interesting. If you went over to a friend's house or just went to somebody's house and like you were like going to hang out with them and you walked into a room and you was like, golly, this room smells like this. All right, for lack of like, you know, less gross way to say this, but it's like, ah, this room smells like pussy. Like it just smells like wet cooch. Like it smells like somebody was getting fucked in this room, or nutsack, depending on how like what's the word I'm looking for here? How familiar you are with the smell of nutsack. Like, would you want to leave immediately, or would you just accept that like, oh, they was probably up in here smashing like not long ago? But would you be okay with that? Okay, you are the blessed few to have been invited by King Ali himself. Come along and witness. Because at the same time, it's like, I get it. Okay. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, you're super comfortable with it. You don't mind because you're gross. It's like, yeah, I was just up in here having sex. Like, what's wrong with that? But at the same time, I'm like, I'd like, just can the room air out for a minute? I don't want to just be sitting up in here breathing in nutsack. Which I know sounds like, ugh. An origami castle. I can't believe it. He folded up Peach's castle into his own origami castle. I guess he really is serious about turning everything into the world of into origami. So it's all folded up now. Big deal. It's still Peach's castle, right? Theoretically. Your brother and Princess Peach are both still in there. So let's go get them. Again, theoretically, the idea of like is like if you use a if you use all the pieces of a thing to make something else, is that thing still a thing? Meaning, like, if you dismantle a car and you replace parts of the car with other parts of the car, with like new parts, is that car still its original self? And the answer is usually like no. Like, some people say, well, no, because it's a new car. And the one you use the old parts to build, it's like if you replacing parts of a ship with new pieces of wood, but you save the parts that you take off of the original, and then over time you rebuild the original ship. Which is the original ship? Is it the one that you just basically replaced all the parts of, or is it the one that you've reconstructed out of itself? Like, in theory, you would say, well, the one that was reconstructed is the original ship. It's just the original original ship reconstructed. I have a feeling that it's going to be pretty dangerous up ahead, Mario. You probably should say, I thought I did. As somebody who is like fairly like aware of what cooch smells like, yeah, it would be weirder for me as a guy, I guess. I guess that's how I feel about it. It would be weirder for my male friend to invite me into his room. Okay. Oh, do I have to hit it? I don't. Okay. It would be weirder for him to be like, yeah, like you should totally like come over and like chill, and I go in his room and it just smells like vag in there. I'd just be like, dude, fuck, wrong button. God damn it. Cause I don't know how to look at it. I guess it's like, if she was in here masturbating, like, one, you should be able to smell it. But two, if y'all was in here fucking, there's no way you don't smell it. There's no way you don't know I would smell this. There's just no fucking way. So why would you invite me in here? What? And on top of that, it's, yeah, like it's your kink. But more importantly, like, at least for me, because I'm the kind of man I am, that's your girl. Why you want me up in here inhaling her vaginal fragrance? That would be the weirder part for me. It's like, dude, it's like if your homegirl invited you over and like you could clearly smell that her and her dude was just knocking boots. It's like, you just okay with me up in here breathing in his nutsack? It's Mario. Alert King Ollie. I ordered you to stop Mario and his friends, and you failed. You pathetic cowards. Again, I don't have friends like that. Well, let me take that back. I suppose this is fitting. Welcome to the Welcome to the Origami Castle, Mario. Hold on, brother. Folding Peach's castle into the origami castle. That's not what she said. Folding Peach's castle into this origami castle is too far. There's no coming back from that. Yeah, you just unfold it. If you do anything worse, boy. Oh dear, oh my dear Olivia. If you only shared my wisdom, if you only shared my vision for an origami kingdom. I assure you, folding all of Peach's castle into origami is just the beginning. I assume this dude's gay. Mario, since I know best, I have refolded this castle into my image. I sincerely hope you enjoy it. Because if you don't, I don't fucking care. Okay, that's problematic. Whoops. Like, if that's... Dang, bruh. Like, if that's really what it's about. If it's dead ass about... Like, if it's dead ass about, like, I want you to be envious of what I got going on. That's wild. Like, if you sincerely are, like, putting me in a position to, like, sniff sex air, because that's the only way I can think to describe it. If that's what you're doing, that's awkward as all get out. That's incredibly awkward. And there's no way you can't see it as anything else. Like, I personally don't even like people to go in the bathroom after me for obvious reasons. And then again, if I met somebody who wanted to go into the bathroom, like if you went in the bathroom after me on purpose, we should talk. Because you clearly got some stuff going on and you either need to talk to somebody about it or you feel things from me that we should discuss. Because if you're going through all this, ain't no point in me being by myself. But that's just weird. It's just weird. Like, it's weird. And I feel like I have at least maybe 2 male friends who might be completely okay with that. Like, if that girl was like in like, I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I have at least two male friends who just kind of wouldn't care. It was like the girl ate wit was like in the room, like, completely topless, and That's all there was to it. She's topless, and like we're coming over, and he's like, "Hey, the homies is coming over," and she don't want to put on no clothes. So be it. That's her choice. Like, I guess, but at the same time, like, wouldn't. Yeah, like, then just don't come up in here. Now, again, like I know a few guys who definitely have like had women in their vicinity who didn't understand, like, hey, like people are coming over, so if you're gonna like be up in here with us, like hanging out, you might want to put a bra on because you got big old titties. Like, that's it. That's just, you got big titties, so put them away. That's it. Just put them away. And like, it's awkward because, okay, so yesterday we were on the phone and I told you I was watching Cloverfield, and there was a scene in the movie where this chick, they were in the subway and they were running from the bugs, and this girl, her cleavage was she didn't have a lot of cleavage out, but she had enough cleavage to where it mattered. Like, I would say she had enough cleavage to where if her titties swayed, you could tell. But she also had, like, it looked like I might be wrong, but it looked like she had to readjust her top to like get the strap like back into place, or to like readjust her titties. And I was thinking in that moment, that should not, it shouldn't be it shouldn't matter, because you're running for your life. It shouldn't matter that your titties is falling out. So like, let's say your fucking like bra strap, or like it breaks, or your titties just fall all the way the fuck out. You shouldn't have to worry about your boobs falling out in that moment, because y'all are dealing with a life or death situation, which makes sense. Like, it makes plenty of sense. But I can't help but think, like, there's no way a man would be able to handle that specifically. We just wouldn't. Just 100% would not be able to. Like, just wouldn't. Like, if your titties is out, and even if we're about to die, even if we're being chased by a dude with a chainsaw and like a Jason mask, and we're all like completely like pretty sure he's gonna fucking kill us, if your titties fall out, that's gonna be what kills us, because we're gonna look at your titties. 100%. We are staring directly at him, especially if you got some hangers. Like, it's impossible. There's not, we're like that. The guy is not gonna be able to be like, it's cool or whatever. Like, gives you his jacket. Nope. He's gonna be like, damn, at first, and then you're gonna have to be like, stop. Like, we're gonna die. It's like, oh, right. It's like, cause that's how powerful titties are, to be completely honest. And so a part of me thinks that, well, maybe that's why a guy would like, hey, you don't really have to worry about it. Like, she's at home. Like, okay, so you want her titties to be out? Like, cause I understand that. You like looking at the girl's boobs. Or, you know, titties is titties. I get it. But wouldn't it just be easier to be like, hey, babe, let's stay home today and lounge around naked so I can stare at your titties and ass all fucking day, rather than invite somebody over? Because at that point, yeah, like, I'm involved in y'all sex and I don't like it. Because at this point, you were literally involving me in your weird fucking kink without my permission, and I'm upset about this. All right, that's it. Get out.